This is Nick from What the Gem, and in this one I'll show you all about the Conoscope, one of the most satisfying tools in gem identification. This is a Conoscope. It can also look like this, but I prefer the one that looks like a glass ball on a wand rather than a magnifying glass style. You'll see why. What it does, it reveals the optic axis, also known as the interference figure of doubly refractive gemstones. A very important clue when narrowing down options during identification. Singly refractive and polycrystalline gems don't show an interference figure. Also, it is to be used mostly on faceted gems, not cabochons. Optic axis on a cabochon can be discussed on a separate video. You use it with a polariscope between the polarizer and the analyzer. This test tells us whether our stone is uniaxial or biaxial. Let's see how it works in practice, and I'll explain what's happening along the way. Cross the polars to block the lights. Place the gem under the polariscope. Use an anisotropic gemstone that is not opaque. Hold the gem with tweezers and slowly move it until you see iridescent rainbow-like colors. These are called interference colors. At that spot, gently touch the gemstone with a conoscope. You should see an interference figure appear. You'll get one of these three patterns. Biaxial figure, two curved dark bands forming a broad bow tie. Uniaxial figure, a cross with concentric rings like a target. Bullseye, a classic quartz-type uniaxial figure normally not seen on other gems. A dark cross with an iridescent center. Depending on the gem, its inclusions, its size, color, and cut, the optic axis is not always easy to spot. In jewelry, the sweet spot might be blocked by the setting. There are cases where you'll be amazed or surprised or upset. Nature isn't always predictable, and there are gems that behave strangely. If you know the basics, you'll be fine. Maybe this type of a conoscope works better for you. I prefer that one because I can actually touch the gem with a ball. Either way, locating the optic axis is a fun game of hide and seek, and very satisfying when you find it. However, sometimes you don't find it, and that's okay too. You just move on with other tests. Thanks for watching. For more content and exclusive videos, check out What the Gem on Patreon and TikTok. Links are in the description below. See you around.